Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Way That I See It. My name is Lucy Superfox, and this is my podcast. So, this week we are still talking. I'm sorry, I'm moving my microphone. Apologies for the noise. We are talking about money. So, I want to talk to you today about getting what you are available for. And this is something I've talked about before. I'm sure I've talked about the principle of getting what you're available for before, but I want to talk about it in the concept of money. So I think what happens so much of the time is we hear stories about money manifesting. We hear conversations about manifesting money or what it will mean when we have more money, or, and deep down you go, bullshit. I call bullshit. And here's what I'm telling you, it's not bullshit. Manifesting money is not bullshit. I have manifested some crazy amounts of money recently, and I've talked about those stories. So what I really want you to know is that in life, whether it's money, body, business, relationships, whatever it is, we will always get what we are available for. Like always, 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 you will always get what you're available for. So what you're available for is the stories that you tell, the conversations that you have, how you speak about yourself, what you believe is possible for you. That's what being available for is. So it's your beliefs, your stories, and your current reality. And so right now, if you are trying to seek a new reality, if you're trying to change your financial circumstances, your financial reality, but yet you are still telling the same story about who you are, what's possible for you, what always happens, why life is difficult for you, then it's not a surprise to me that your financial reality isn't changing. So if you want to change what you're available for, you first have to start with the stories and the beliefs. You first got to start with really recognizing what stories and what beliefs you do have around money. And this is where the mini money mindset course is going to dig into this, right? Like you're going to get so much freaking value. You've got 5 active modules with videos and worksheets. You've got like 4 bonus videos. You've got 2 bonus downloads, and then there's obviously going to be a live masterclass as well that's given completely free to those who sign up. So what I want you to know is that, like, if you feel like when you're hearing me say things like you need to dig into your beliefs, you're like, what does that mean? Like, that's the whole point, right? And so if you know what you're doing, if you're like, cool, I can look at my beliefs and know what I'm looking at, then you've got to ask yourself this question: what do I currently believe about this area of life? What do I currently believe about wealth? What do I currently believe about money? What do I currently believe about cash flow? Because when you first recognize what you currently believe, and then you look at your current reality, that will tell you the picture of what you are currently available for. So a great thing is actually to look about how much money you've earned, and everyone earns money differently. I totally get that, but all my money gets channeled into my business account, and then I pay myself from there. So I just look at my turnover, and obviously I pay VAT because obviously I'm well over the VAT threshold now. Like, I pay VAT, obviously I pay tax, I pay all my things. But what I do is I just look at the turnover. So I look at the turnover of the last 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. And when I did this 9 months ago, January, February time, so what's that, 10 months ago? I did this 9 times. I looked back at the previous 12 months and I was like, it's really easy for me to see what I've been available for because my turnover is this. And although it goes slightly up or down every single month, if you look at month on month, I'm relatively hanging around the same figure. Now, the most interesting thing about that is that not only was I hanging around the same figure, where the money had come from to add to that figure was different every single month. So most of you know that I do many things. I have a network marketing business. I have obviously some of my courses. I'm a presenter, and I obviously still work in events and business development space on a consultancy basis. So every month is different in terms of what I'm doing for work, how I'm being paid, whether it's personal money that's come in, inheritance, all sorts of things where money appears from, right? And every single month I was available, I received the same amount. And so that told me what I was available for. So what I have been working on is stretching what I'm available for, is growing what I'm available for. And that first started with a balance of those 2 things. So first of all, looking at my belief system, and then secondly, on the other side, looking at my financial reality. So this is what I always say to people with money. It's 2-sided, right? It's an energetic and it's a practical. And so you just have to be prepared to do both. Some people are so obsessed with the practical, they budget, they plan every penny, they look at every interest rate going, like they're obsessed with the practical. And some people are so obsessed with the energetic and manifesting that they don't get actually into the practical, which is like looking at how much debt you've got, looking whether your credit card could change to a 0%. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, but let's just be real here. You need both. You've got to have the energetic and the practical if you're going to make any real change in your financial reality. And so what so many people do is they stick their head in the sands with money. They hope for the best. But here's the thing: when you're putting your head in the sand and not facing reality, not taking ownership of where you are, what's happening is nothing's going to change, because if you don't know where you are, you don't know how to get there. Just like a sat nav, when it says you put in destination and it says my location, like if you don't actually know where my location is, you don't actually know if that's correct, right? And so your route map to the next place is first understanding what you are currently available for. And when you understand what you are currently available for and what your current like stretch is, so how far you could stretch that, that then gives you an honest understanding of why your reality is not changing. So much of the time when our reality doesn't change, we look around us, we blame outside of us, we get mad, we blame the economy, we blame the government. But here's the thing, until you know what's actually going on and take ownership and responsibility for your part and your piece in your reality, nothing will change. No amount of capping fuel bills or capping energy prices or your boss giving you a pay rise is going to change, because if you are available for stories like when money comes in, it goes straight out, it doesn't matter how much you earn because it's going to go fucking straight out again. And so what you've got to really get behind is understanding your current stories and beliefs and what you are available for with money. And when you change that, when you really transform that, then you will see a shift in your financial reality. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So the biggest thing for me in the mini money mindset course, I'm going to say it fast because that's the only way I can say it, is simply transitioning people along the journey from where they are to where they want to be, taking them through the steps of the energetics and the practical, helping them break down those beliefs and stories to transform them into stories that empower them. Then on top of that, taking them through some of the practical things that I have done, looking into money making ways, looking into smart ways to invest, smart ways to save. So it's both the energetics of manifestation and it's the practical stuff that I have physically done, some of the things, ways I've systemized and scaled, and the way that I've been able to build significant wealth. And what I want you to know is that that's available to everybody, but it's the story that you are telling yourself about what's available to you that's dictating whether or not that's possible. And so here is my challenge to you for this week. And like I said, more info coming on the mini money mindset course, and you can get your free money ebook by going to lucysuperfox.com/shop, and it's there and it's completely free. And within there's an embedded secret video, and I love to see how many people have actually watched the secret video where I tell you so much inside information. So if you haven't as yet, make sure to go download that and go watch that, lucysuperfox.com/shop. But the little challenge for you this week is to pick a specific amount of money. Whether it's 20 quid, 30 quid, 40 quid, £102.72, whatever it is to pick a very specific amount of money. And it can't be an amount of money that you don't feel that you would be available for, right? So if you're earning an hourly wage of like 15, 20 quid right now, maybe go with 20 quid, maybe go with £100. But what you don't want to do is think of a figure that makes you go, oh, right? I want this to be a figure that you could plausibly accept could manifest by Friday. Now, you cannot already know the house. So if you already know someone owes you 20 quid, they're going to get back to you on Tuesday, you can't use that, right? But what we're trying to do here is to change what you are available for and to ultimately give you a little bit more trust back in money. So that's the next podcast. The next podcast is all going to be about trusting money, trusting the process, and trusting yourself. And so the way we're going to challenge you to do that, the way we're going to warm you up into that process of trust, is I want you to set a goal for yourself, a financial goal for yourself, that over the next few days, and I was going to say Friday at midnight, so Friday the 4th of November at midnight, and if you're listening to this back another time, then give yourself a 5-day window. So a 5-day window, and you are going to set to manifest, and you're going to believe in a certain amount of money is going to come by Friday at midnight. And you're just going to believe. You don't have to think about the how, you don't have to get into the details, you're just going to believe that it's going to happen, believe that it's going to happen, be excited about it, think about it, it's happened, it's already happened, it's already happened, it's already here, I've got £20 has already come, oh my God, could it have come from anything else? I cannot believe it came from that. What a surprising way it's come. Like in that space energy that you believe it's absolutely coming. And I want you to challenge yourself to do that for 5 days. And then I want you to let me know on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, wherever you follow me, wherever we're connected, or here on Spotify or YouTube. Let me know, did the money come? And if the money did come, what did you learn in that window? And if the money doesn't come, then don't worry, I'm going to be sharing some lessons on why our manifestations do not appear, and sometimes why the things that we think we are manifesting don't actually happen, in that video and that podcast all about trust, which will be coming up on Monday next week. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope that you are excited to take on board the challenge, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. My name is Lucy Superfox. Make sure to follow me on all the social medias. Can't wait to see you there. And I'll see you on the next episode. That was The Way That I See It.